Space. What comes to mind? When I say space, I think about this. But also this. At first glance, these two images couldn't be more different. But what connects them? Humanity. Space means humanity. Space means Earth. I believe our future, the future of space and our greatest achievements, are not just about reaching the stars. Our future is about staying rooted in who we are, our essence, our shared humanity. I believe, as futuristic as space exploration may seem, the tools we need to thrive today are timeless. Connection, purpose, curiosity, compassion. Today I want to take you on a journey, not just into what we achieve in space, but why we strive to achieve it. And you'll see the answers lie in something deeply human. When we dream of space, it often feels like science fiction. And today's space sector is filled with bold visions. Elon Musk's Starship being built to send humans to Mars and one day make life interplanetary. The European Space Agency's Euclid mission, creating the largest 3D map of our universe, helping us understand the exotic components, dark energy, dark matter. NASA's Artemis program, aiming to return humans to the moon and create a permanent presence there. Or projects like the Breakthrough Starshot, dreaming about probes reaching stars within a lifetime. These visions inspire us. These projects capture our imagination. They push the boundaries of what's possible. But I'm telling you, space is so much more, so much closer to Earth. In all this dreaming, we often focus on the what and the how. What are we building? How far can we go? How fast? But the deepest question is why. Why do we go to such extraordinary lengths to explore the unknown? Because beneath the rockets, the technology, the algorithms, space is driven by something ancient. The same forces that shaped our earliest tools. Our ancestors, they didn't carve tools just to survive. They carved them to connect, to protect, to dream. They imagined better futures for their communities and then made them real. And yes, today our tools may orbit the Earth, but our motivations haven't changed. Our motivations are still deeply and beautifully human. Let me tell you a story. A leader in the space sector once told me, Lucía, you don't need a satellite. You need a solution. Imagine how controversial it was for him to say that. But the truth is, he had spent over a decade working in maritime rescue. And then he said, the best thing you can do for someone is save their life. And that's exactly what space is doing for all of us. Quietly, powerfully, every single day. After a natural disaster, a flood, a wildfire, an earthquake, satellites guide us. They map destruction. They lead rescue teams. They restore hope. When floods hit Valencia recently, satellites provided rapid assessments, helping emergency teams deliver aid faster. When wildfires raged across Australia, thermal imaging from orbit helped track flames in real time, saving lives and homes. From deforestation in the Amazon to rising sea levels in the Pacific, melting ice caps at the poles, or drought-threatening crops across Africa, space technology is helping us see and respond to it all. Space technology is helping farmers grow food more efficiently with less water, thanks to precision agriculture, just from above. And when cholera outbreaks threaten communities in Mozambique and Yemen, satellite data helped health agencies respond faster, saving lives. Tools designed for the stars, now protecting our home. In my previous position as the European Space Agency's ambassador here in the UK, I worked with companies across sectors: agriculture, the health sector, maritime, finance, logistics, you name it. They came looking for cutting-edge technology, space technology. But what they truly needed was a solution to a very human problem. Space wasn't the end goal. People were. Today, I have the privilege of leading the creation of the Surrey Space Institute, soon to be launched. A place where disciplines converge: engineers, business, policymakers, bioscience, and more. Yes, we'll push the boundaries of research and innovation, but more than that, we are creating a space for humans to thrive. Space for collaboration, space for solutions, space for compassion. Our vision is bold and simple. Space is for everyone on Earth. At the Institute, we'll focus not just on the scientific breakthroughs, but on the human factors that will shape the future of space. We bring together the brightest minds and we ask the question, why are we doing this? And every time we ask the question, the answer is rooted in our shared humanity, our compassion, our desire to build a better future, not just for ourselves, but for the generations that will follow. So I wonder, what's the future of space? It's not just about rockets or satellites or technology. It's the reasons behind them. It's why we do what we do. It's about embedding humanity into even the most advanced projects. Because whether we are raising children or sending probes and spacecraft into the cosmos, our success depends on the same things: understanding each other, supporting each other, staying grounded in what matters most. In reaching for the stars, we reach within ourselves, towards the essence of what really means to be human. The need to explore, to build, to belong, to protect, to leave something better than what we found. And that's the paradox of space. It shows us how small we are, and yet how deeply connected we are to each other. Space doesn't divide us. It reveals our shared home. One planet, one people, one fragile world suspended in the void of space. And it reminds us we are in this together. So, as we push the boundaries of science and technology, let's also push the boundaries of empathy. Let's lead with connection, purpose, curiosity, compassion. Let's build a future that reflects not just the brilliance of our minds, but the depth of our humanity. Thank you.